everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm joined with Glenn again.
Hiya.
And we're going to do the tattoo tag. Glenn is actually going to read the questions this time, so we'll just get started.
Okay, first question is, how many tattoos do you have?
I have 4.
I have 3.
But you do have one big one,
yeah.
so...
who they represent, or...?
No, who did them?
Okay, so who done the art?
I had mine done at a tattoo parlour in Sunderland called Ace Tattoos. They do have a website, so I will link them down below. I had all mine done when I lived in the northeast.
Mine were all done by a gentleman named Ray Hunt down in Diablo Tattoo in Rochester. So definitely go down and check him out if you could get one done.
Has he got a website?
He has got a website. It's just Ray Hunt. I think it's Ray Hunt Diablo Tattoo. If you search for his Facebook, Diablo Tattoo, yeah, put it in the link. Okay, your next one is, what's your favourite tattoo you have?
Mine would be my feather that I have on my left shoulder. I will insert pictures of other tattoos and stuff, but I have a feather with next to it the words, always on my mind, forever in my heart.
Okay, my favourite is my back piece. I've got a full back piece of a portrait of a picture of my dad and granddad from many years ago.
It's from my mum and dad's wedding.
No, it's not actually.
No,
It's either in the country in Western Gear, but it's from another night they went out. It's not from mum and dad's wedding.
I thought it was.
No, it wasn't. Okay. How old were you when you got your first tattoo?
I was 18.
Yeah, same, 18. No, was I 19? It was 18 or 19, something like that.
I did one at 16, but obviously you can't get one until you're 18.
Well, it depends if you're a Magaluf or something.
Well, yeah.
Right. What do your parents think of your tattoos?
My dad has always been very supportive of my tattoos. He's just been like, do you know money? I actually have one for my dad, so yeah, he's always been very supportive of them. My mum has always been a bit iffy about them. She's not really a big fan of tattoos, but every time I've got one, she's then loved my tattoo anyways.
Yeah, and mum and dad, my dad's indifferent, I suppose. He's not really fussed either way. Personally, he's like something he said he wouldn't spend his money on, but he could appreciate the artwork. Mum loves them.
Yeah,
like, my mum's got some of herself, not majors, but she has got a few herself, so it's quite cool. You know, they're quite supportive. Does your boyfriend or girlfriend, do we like each other's tattoos?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love a man with a beard and tattoos, so he's on for a winner.
Well, so the next one is, what's your favourite out of the lot?
It's got to be your back piece.
I must admit, I do agree with you as your feather. I do like the feather. It's quite cool with the word of the text and next to it. It was really nice. Did you always have a love for tattoos?
Yeah, like I said, I wanted one when I was 16, but my dad was like, he gave me permission that I could have one at 16 if I could get one at 16. But obviously no one will tattoo you until you're 18 unless obviously you know someone who does them outside of a parlour as well. But yeah, I've always wanted a tattoo.
I've always been interested. My uncle and my granddad both had them, like nothing major, but they still had them, so I was interested. I think my real interest kicked off was when I got to know Laura and when I started looking at pictures of like big tattoos and like customised ones. That's when I thought, damn it, this is pretty cool. You could take it to many extremes. What was your inspiration? Is that for all your tattoos or individual ones? Yeah, got to do individual. So what was your inspiration for each tattoo then?
My first one, I have a rose and a swallow, and my inspiration was my nana and granddad. My nana had this obsession with birds, and my granddad grew roses in his garden. So when I lost them, that's when I got my tattoo. My second one is the word tops, and that is for my dad. He's always called me it since I was little, and one day we had a conversation about me having it tattooed on me, and he said to me, you get it tattooed and I'll pay for it. So I went and had it done. My third one is a dandelion where it looks like it's been blown and it turns into birds. Like I said, I will insert pictures, but that one, it represented a really tough time I went through, and I kind of got through this tough time, so that was my tattoo to myself. And then, as I said, I have a feather with a rose in the middle and the quote next to it, which is for my nana, and I got that a couple of months after I lost my nana.
So my ones I've got on my right arm, I've got a basically tribal dragon. You'll see it's got 3 dragon heads go around in a circle. I found it online, something similar, which I sort of changed a little bit. But that was mainly for my first tattoo. That was for mainly for family. Like, it just represents my mum, my dad, and my brother. Personally, because I don't agree with having, not I don't agree, but I don't like having names and things tattooed on me and things like that. So I've got something to represent them instead. My other one is like a red and black, same style tribal dragon on this side. It's top and tail, like mirrored image on it. That was just because, I just liked it. I saw it, I was like, actually, it was actually one dragon, but I took it and I said, like, I want to do this with it, and like, he done it, and yeah, that's just what I liked. My back piece was actually long time planned. Actually, that was the first tattoo I ever wanted. But obviously, going with your first tattoo, because I remember seeing that picture of hanging in our house for years and years and years, and I always said to mum and dad that I'll make a brilliant tattoo. And in the end, I did get it done, and I had some custom work done around the edges. I've got where you see a couple of revolvers, engraved revolvers at the bottom with all the smoke coming up around the top. So yeah, that was obviously just for my grandparents. Who sadly one of us is not with us anymore. Yeah, back piece was like a living tribute to my grandparents, who one of them has sadly passed since I did, but he did see it many times before. He did pass and he loved it, so which is brilliant. Do you plan on getting more tattoos in the future, and what tattoos do you plan?
I do want more tattoos. I basically had one every year from turning 18, and then obviously when I turned 22 I was living in the south, and I didn't get one for my 23rd. Now, I didn't end up getting one, but I do want one. I'm just a bit unsure of what I want. I know that I want more back work done, but I don't know whether to go big or keep it small. I do have kind of a high pain threshold, so I am thinking of going big maybe. I like the thought of having it's like the mulberry tree, but it's the same tree that is used to represent family. So I'm thinking about possibly having like a family tree kind of done. I would like to get a tattoo for my sister and my mum, because I've got one for my dad, but
Coffee and a book, innit?
yeah, it's hard to get a tattoo. Like I say, I've got tubs because that's what my dad called me, whereas my mum and sister, it would be hard to get a tattoo that represents them, that I actually like. I do like the idea of, I think it's on my board somewhere, there's a picture at the top near the lips which is two sisters side by side, and it says side by side or miles apart, sisters are always connected by the heart.
That's nice.
So I'm thinking about maybe adapting that somehow and having that put somewhere. But for my mum, I'd have to get a cup of coffee or a bulldog or a jigsaw piece, and
or a Starbucks symbol.
oh, Starbucks symbol, and they don't really fit in with what I want. I am possibly thinking of getting a jigsaw piece for my mum, like 2 jigsaw pieces together.
Or a bulldog?
I'm not getting a bulldog. Or maybe having 4 jigsaw pieces together, so it represents me, my mum, my dad and my sister.
Really?
As Glenn has already mentioned, he is not keen on the idea of having a tattoo, like a name or for someone, aka me. I would get one for him.
I never said I wouldn't get one for you, but I wouldn't get your name.
Yeah, he would never get my name. I would never get his name. I would get something that represented us, or
chicken wings.
I'm not having chicken wings.
Oh, we love chicken wings.
Chicken nugget.
Chicken nuggets.
I would get a tattoo that was sentimental to me, and that kind of, I would only know the meaning for it. If someone else looked at it, it would look something completely different to them. But then obviously you do have the whole issue of, if you are no longer together, you know what that tattoo means. But I would get one for him, well, to represent us as a couple.
Okay. So yeah, more tattoos in the future. Well, where'd you start? I would love to be absolutely covered in them personally. I do have a few in the pipeline that I want to do soon, but I can't decide which ones to start. Basically, on the back piece, I've still got some skin left, so I was thinking of going with him carrying the country, American country theme, going with a big bald eagle with his wings spread underneath, just to finish that off. Or start my sleeves. I've got a couple of ideas for them. One of them is one of my favourite bands, metal bands, is a band called Fighting Death Punch, and one of the lyrics from their song, in the end, we're all just chalk lines on the concrete, drawn only to be washed away. To be washed away. For the time I've been given, I am who I am, or I am what I am, sorry. So it's quite long, so I want to get that done with the band's Skull. I love skulls, anything to do with skulls and stuff like that I love. So get that put in, like, basically just go mad with the tribal style, with the skulls, have that fill in, meet up with the other tattoo, same with the other side. That's what I feel with skulls and tribal. Apart from that, and the eagle, then I haven't really watched, well, that's my arms, my back done, so I could start with chest, I suppose.
Oh,
the pendant, yes. One of my things I got from my grandfather is old Western style necktie, and it's a buffalo's head. So I'd like to get that tattoo around my neck and have it there. That'd be quite cool. So
I might get a piercing in the sleeve.
Huh?
I might get a piercing in the sleeve.
What, with all in the skulls?
Yeah, I would probably get a skull.
You like a skull, would you?
To obviously symbolise, or I'd get 2 skulls together.
To be fair, we talked about that for the wedding, don't we? Skulls and
yeah.
stuff. What's the next question? Here we go. Which tattoo would you say was the most painful?
Mine would have to be my feather. All the rest, they were quite quick, especially my tops. I didn't even realise he'd done it. He was like, yep, I'm done, and I was like, oh, okay. But my feather, you'll see from the picture, it has a bit of shading in the middle of it, which sits just where my armpit is, and that was rather tender when he did that. But I'd say it was no more painful than, out of 10, probably about an 8.
Not much then.
Well, like, it wasn't like, please stop, but it was like, ooh, I can feel this.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's part of the back piece. Obviously, the ones on the top of my arms, it's quite fresh out. There's not really many nerves up there, so you feel it. But it's obviously, oh, everyone, as soon as you say, oh, did it hurt? Yes, it hurt. Someone's stabbing a knee with you, it hurts. But obviously, ones on your arms, not too bad. It's more uncomfortable, I would say, especially like this, quite fleshy. On the back piece, on the hats as well, there was a hell of a lot of shading to do. But yeah, when they're working sort of, it's on your mid back. You sometimes feel they're right up inside your arm.
Yeah, it's like,
it's a weird sensation. It's
like near your ribs, isn't it?
Yeah, when they
feel like you're in your armpit.
Yeah, that's uncomfortable. But I think the very worst was when he was lowered down my back, and on the revolvers there's some engraving and some fine line work. And fine line work, as far as I'm aware, is done with a single or two, like some smaller needles, obviously for detail, and that's quite gnarly. Again, with things with the pain with the needles and that, some people find shading more painful than line work, and some people find line work more painful than shading. It just depends.
I definitely found shading. Shading was a lot worse than.
See, I was the other way around.
Work.
But I found I hated line work.
Whereas, obviously, on my swallow and rose, you will see from the picture it is quite high up, and I think it's the wing of the swallow. When he did the top point of it, that was pretty painful because he literally felt like he was on the bone of my neck. That was pretty painful too.
Yeah. Do you regret any of your tattoos?
I don't regret any of them. If you regret a tattoo, you should never have got it, to be honest. But the only thing with mine is the one on my right shoulder, I wish it was bigger. I don't regret getting it. I love my tattoo, but I wish I'd got it bigger.
Well, any mine, don't regret any of them. I like them all, love them all. Want to add more. Again, it's just what you said, like, if you're also thinking about a tattoo and you're thinking, I'm not sure, or you're making your mind up when you're going to get it done, just don't get it done because you're not sure.
Yeah.
Only get it done if you're 100% sure. And the last question, what was your least painful tattoo?
Mine has to be tops. Like, you will see from it is literally just the word tops. It's just line work, and yeah, it's what, 5 letters, and it took about half an hour, 40 minutes, if that, and it was pretty pain-free.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, either one on the tops of my arms, about the same, to be honest. Like I say, it's quite fleshy. Where it's fleshy, not many nerves, you're not going to be too bad. So either one of them, to be honest.
So that is all the tattoo questions. If you have any other questions regarding our tattoos, leave them in the comments below and I will get back to you. I will leave the websites for the guy I used and the guy Glenn used in the description box below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all in my next video.
It's alright.